Stanley Bryant, Winnipeg Blue Bombers offensive lineman. You are currently the oldest active position player, we'll call it. Kicker's going to hate this, but too bad Rene Paredes and Sean White. In the Canadian Football League, you turn 39 years old on May 7th, which is actually my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But anyways,
it's about you. It's a great month, though.
It's a great day.
Great people,
May 7th is a great day,
month.
you know?
It's just tourists all around, good people.
But when you hear that, in terms of career longevity, can you believe that you made it this far?
Honestly, no. Like when I first heard of CFL, I didn't know much about it. Came up here, PR for a year, and then got a chance to play finally, and then just kept playing. I mean, I never expected to go this long. Just one of those things that I just stuck with, and then things just worked itself out.
You're not just playing, though. Yeah. You're playing at a high level. Yeah. People are talking about how you're just going to walk into the Hall of Fame, Canadian Football Hall of Fame when you're done, which is absolutely true. But, like, you're still regarded as the premier left tackle in the Canadian Football League. How do you keep that level up?
Honestly, for me, at the end of the day, it's just mindset. I feel on my part. I feel like I'm still one of the great players in the CFL. I think I still can do it. Well, not think, I believe I can do it. No, I can do it. And I just strive for that. I mean, I can do all the other things, stretching, all those other things, but at the end of the day, it's coming down to the mindset. What you're doing, you still can do it. You're the best at it.
What's the key, do you think, in your preparation going into a season that allows you to play, with all due respect, in an advanced age in pro football?
For me, I would come to a conclusion that, I'm not going to get that much stronger. So I stick with the regimen of just working out, nothing too crazy. This year I try to implement more stretching. I gotta drop lower nowadays. These old bones don't want to kick like they used to. But mainly those things, and just like I said, it goes back to the mindset, but also preparing myself for situations that can come in a game. We could be down, have to have a long drive, but just put my body through things that prepare for even the worst situation.
People are curious, how much longer do you want to play?
I don't know. It's a year-to-year thing. I was just talking to Milt. He just said play as long as you can. So, I think that's great advice. And also, someone told me a couple years back that football is one of those sports that you can't play once you're done. Like basketball, baseball, you can do like in a real league or something like that and play. But football is one of the things you can't play when you're done. So that's stuck with me for the last couple of years. So just going to try to take it year by year, just see how the body's feel, how the mind is going. Believing that I'm still one of the guys that can get it done.
Seems like you'll get to 40 in the league at least.
That's the plan. God willing, stay healthy. Just go from there.
It's crazy to think that you're at that high level. You're going to play into your 40s.
Yeah.
When you look at this team, there's been some losses. Kenny Lawler would be the biggest one. I was talking to Brady Oliveira about it. Were you surprised to see Lawler leave with the roots that he set down in Winnipeg?
I'm not going to say surprise. I mean, every year you expect some guys to leave. It can be financially. It can be just guys just feel like it's time for a change. So I can't say I was, but I wasn't. Kenny's one of those guys. He's going to be great wherever he is. He's going to play to that high level that he's always plays with. He will be missed, but I think we did a good job bringing some guys in. The guy from SAS, forget his name.
Jared Stearns.
Jared Stearns. I think Reggie White is going to be a great addition for us. Dalton's coming back. We got Weefball. We got a bunch of talented guys. We got KC. We got a bunch of talented guys at receiver that can step in and hopefully get on the right track and get us going.
Were you trying to convince Kenny to stay?
Of course. Yeah, of course. Yes. I mean, you can talk to any and everyone, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be their decision. I mean, you can say the right thing or you can say the wrong thing. But it's, at the end of the day, they got to make a decision for themselves and their family. Not to say that's what it was solely based on. You got to do what's right for yourself.
What's it like blocking and playing with Brady Oliveira?
It's great, man. Brady, he's been excelling each and every year, getting better and better. I helped him get faster. I don't know if he told you that. I told him to switch from his tights to just leg thing. Ask him about that.
Okay.
Helped him with the speed. But Brady is a great player. It's great for the league. He's been dominant the last 2 or 3 years, and I can't wait to see this season. people know what we're going to do. Know we're going to run the ball, and it's a hard thing to stop Brady. He's going to run through guys. I don't know about run around guys. We got to work on that top end speed. But, he gets the job done. Even blocking. If you ever watch, he stone guys, he drops guys, so he's all around great player.
From your perspective, being a premier left tackle in the league, who's the most difficult pass rusher that you face if you only had to say one that's in the league right now?
I was in the league. I was thinking way back. Okay, in the league right now, Willie's pretty good in practice. It's Willie. Right now, I don't know. I will go with Flo is still good. Betts is still good as well. I will give those two credit. They do a great job of finding ways to get to the quarterback. However they can do it, they do it. But I will go with those two off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. You got Carney. There's a bunch of guys out there, but if I've had to pick one, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say no one. Can I go with that?
You could say Willie.
I really want to say Willie. I love Willie. Willie can play that. But if I go with one, I'll go with one. I go Willie.
Okay. What about way back?
Way back.
Who came first to mind?
Remember Marcus Howard? He used to always give me this because he was a guy that can get off the ball fast. He was very agile, very athletic, and he had a lot of power as well. Him and Odell was a great tandem together back in Edmonton. So I would go.
Do you view the Bombers still as the standard in the West Division? Like the West runs through Winnipeg as it has for the last 5 seasons?
What do you mean by standard? What do you mean?
Like the top team in the division?
I mean, I always see us as a top team. I mean, I know last year things started off slow. It wasn't what everybody predicted how things would go. I mean, which was good for us. We faced some adversity. I still think we have the pieces. We have the players. We have the core group to be one of the top teams in the West. As long as we go out there and compete and do our job, and everyone does their job. It goes from the equipment manager to the last guy on the field. As long as we all put it together, we'll be.
What's Zach Collaros like as a leader?
Fierce. A guy that loves football, does anything to win. Just one of those guys you want to have in the huddle on the football field with you. He's going to give it his all each and every play, each and every game. And Zach's just really competitive. I love him to death. He's one of my favorite players I've ever played with. I think this year will be even better year for him.
What is it about Zach that really brings guys together? Like you talk about or talk to guys in Winnipeg or players that have played with him, and they'll say he's like a GOAT leader.
Yeah.
So what is it about him that brings the guys together, ultimately wins a lot of football games and goes to multiple Grey Cups and has won multiple Grey Cups?
I think at the end of the day, Zach, I mean, you can tell he loves football. I mean, he can talk about guys in college or whatever. But at the end of the day, he's just a guy that I don't know how to describe it. He's just someone that you can trust and follow. I mean, because he's putting in the work. He can't not only talk about it, he does it. He put the games together, he put the winning drives together, brings guys together, and it's just someone you can believe and have faith in. I mean, with the ball in his hands, that any game is winnable. And I think that we noticed that when he first got to Winnipeg in, 2019? His first game in Calgary, when he did the little spin and all that stuff right there. We knew then that he was going to be a great leader and a great addition for us, but who knew that we would go to 5 straight Grey Cups? So that's a testament to him as a player, him as a quarterback, and his love for the game and how he prepares for it and puts us in position to win.
You mentioned the 5 straight Grey Cups.
Yeah.
1, 2, 2019, 2021.
Yeah.
Would have lost the last 3.
Yeah.
What do you got to do to get back on that podium and hoist the trophy?
That's $1 million question. That's an answer that I don't have. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we just got to put in the work starting from camp and believe that we can get back to being the Grey Cup champions that we are. We came up short the last 2 times, which is not last year. I mean, it was started early, but the score doesn't really tell how it was. Just one of those things we just got to, I don't know. I don't have the definitive answer. I mean, because it's difficult We lost the last three. And then, I mean, you put in a lot of work to get to that moment, and then things don't go your way. So, I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do it, but just putting in the work, starting training camp on midnight, and guys buying in and believing that we're going to get to this great cup. We're going to win. I think that's what it boils down to. That goes from the GM, coaches, players, everyone in that facility, outside the trainers or whatever we got to do. I don't know, somebody got to sacrifice somebody, whatever. We just got to get that.
Does 2025 feel different with Winnipeg hosting the Grey Cup?
I'm not gonna say different, but I mean it's nice that Winnipeg has it again. I remember in 2015 when they hosted it. I mean, we were a pretty bad team then, but now 10 years later, we're one of the top teams in the CFL. So I mean, it's a great opportunity for us to go out there and possibly win a Grey Cup in our home city. I think the last team was who was it? Was it SAS in 13?
I think you might be right.
Is that the last one?
Pretty sure. We'll fact check it.
Yeah, I think SAS was the last one. So no pressure on us. We just got to get the job done, get there and win it.
Let's see if you can do it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.